Joseph Kony, #1 on the list of most wanted criminals by the International Criminal Court. Kony led a guerrilla army called the LRA that abducted 30,000 children in northern Uganda over 20 years. What was these children's only hope for survival once Kony's armies got them? For too many, it was to kill members of their own families or to mutilate someone from their own village. Can you imagine the scars these children bear? It's been about 8 years since Kony's last massacre in Uganda. Now he's terrorizing the northern part of DR Congo and southern Sudan. 8 years since Kony left Uganda. Some people say, why talk about it now? It's old stuff. It's yesterday's news. Well, I have a different perspective. I'm Lorella Rouster. Hi, I serve with Every Child Ministries. We work with survivors of Kony's horrors. Let me ask you, is 8 years enough to forget that you killed your mother? In 8 years, can you forget that you had to laugh and clap while your brother was hacked to death with a machete? In 8 years, can you forgive your cousin who did it? Or you're an old grandma. Your daughter and son were killed by your own grandchildren. Now those grandchildren have survived the war and come home. Can you take them back? Can you sleep beside them at night in the same hut? Can you love them, accept them, pray for them, forgive them? You want to. They're your own grandchildren. You know they were forced to commit those horrors. You understand that they need love and acceptance so they can begin to heal from their past. You try. Every day you tell God you forgive them. But is 8 years enough time to forget? Every time you look into their faces, you see your own beloved children. They are gone. Or you survived Kony's horrors. You're the only one in your family who did. You escaped somehow. Is 8 years enough time to stop wondering how you could have saved the others? How do you go on living when you've survived horrors like these? But I've been speaking in just personal terms. The truth is, virtually every family in northern Uganda has had its soul seared by Kony's war. Virtually every family has lost family members, or seen loved ones mutilated, or has had children abducted. Many never came home. Many of the girls came home HIV positive and with bush babies that are not well accepted. Others came home with tears for what they had done, but found their communities struggling to accept them. So many emotions jam up their memories: fear, rejection, terror, guilt, regret. Every Child Ministries began working with Kony's survivors in 2006. For a long time, the children's eyes were glazed. They seemed like zombies. It took me some time to understand. It took all their emotional energy just to survive, just to endure life for another moment. I'm so glad that Jesus is a great healer. He is acquainted with our griefs. He carried our sorrows. He shed His blood so that God could forgive our most awful sins. As we've counseled and shared the gospel and shown love in practical ways like providing food, building latrines, and bandaging wounds, we've gradually seen sparks of life restored to these children. Many have finally been able to go to school through child sponsorship. They've been going home and teaching their grandmothers to write. Other survivor children are on our waiting list. They made it through Kony's long war. They dream of going to school. Could you sponsor a child, a survivor of Kony's horrors? It costs only $32 a month, about $1 a day. Of that amount, a full $30 goes to help the child. Almost 94 cents of every dollar goes to help your child. Special gifts are welcome too. Every dollar helps. We're Every Child Ministries, bringing the hope of Jesus and healing in Jesus to survivors of Kony's horrors. Check us out online. We are for real.